Okay, welcome back. The car is home, which is a good thing. Big shout out to James for letting me go up to stay at his yard. But now the car's at home, I can kind of tip away with it in the evenings. The car is running, and I haven't been filming the last 2 or 3 days because it would have you'd just been watching me and Jamie just pulling my hair out. My own hair, not his hair. But I'd be pulling my hair out, being like, what the fuck? What's going on? This thing has been running like shit. It wouldn't idle unless I turned down the fuel pressure completely. And then even then it was running like 9 AFRs. There was like black smoke everywhere. It was horrible. We took off the fuel pressure regulator. I put a bolt in it. I was going to put the standard injectors in. I was going to do all this stuff. And then I just said, fuck it, I'll start with something simple. So I took the fuel cut defender off the stock ECU, because I'm still running that ECU at the moment. And we turned the car back on, and then the car started idling like 11, 10 AFRs. So that's pretty good compared to 9. It was like probably like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But I have a big exhaust leak, so...
It was 9.5, no? 9.4?
It was 9.5 before we took it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when we took the thing off, we went back up to like, I think it was like 12. But it was still running rich, because I have the fuel pressure regulator turned up and all that crap. So then I was thinking like, wow, what the fuck? And then it was idling okay, but it wouldn't rev over 3,000 revs, so I was in limp mode. And then after that we plugged it in. We plugged it in previously, but I got no engine lights because the fuel cut defender, it tricks the map sensor into not reading. But with the map sensor unplugged and the fuel cut defender plugged into the ECU, the car just is completely fucked. The car is running like ridiculous. So once I took that out and figured out that the map was unplugged, it was idling okay. Now today we were after plugging the map sensor back in. The fuel cut defender's off, and we're going to switch it on. Dude, it's running super lean now, dude.
Hey, what? Why is it so high now?
Yeah, it shouldn't be that high. Maybe the ECU's learning. The map sensor's plugged in. It should be running rich on a cold start.
Yeah, but that's very high.
Maybe the sensor's not reading right because the fucking exhaust.
Maybe.
Once the fuel cut defender is wired back in and the ECU is back on and it's idling okay again, then it's going to be time to take off my turbo, because my turbo manifold where I've welded it is actually fine, so fuck you. But the manifold itself is super warped, so I'm going to try and fix it with a belt sander, but I don't really have high hopes. It might work. Or I'm going to buy a new manifold. I don't even have the sandwich plate on. None of the boost pipes are on. Most of these connectors, like that one's fucked, look at that. Most of these connectors, like this one's how it's supposed to be. Like that's seized, this one's going to snap. So I must order all of these new. I'll probably get some decent brand one, not some Chinese, whatever this is. Yeah, I need to make up my downpipe again, but I'm not going to do that until I get the manifold and all that sorted out. So the car is running again and driving, but there's a lot of small stupid things which are going to really hold this car back, probably for another bit. So the fuel cut defender is wired back in. Fucking lean though, which is odd. But yeah, it's revving up, so it's all good. I'll just check the fuel pressure, man. Yeah, the fuel pressure's all the way down. By the way, if you have an IS200 turbo, or any turbo car for that matter, please, for the love of God,
It's healthy, yeah, it's on the...
please buy one of these. Because if you don't have this, you're going to be fucking guessing through your balls and you'll have no idea. So we're idling there around 4.6, 4.7, 5. So yeah, if you don't have an AFR gauge, you're just going to be guessing. I turned up the fuel pressure to what it was previously. So now the car is running with the fuel cut defender, the stock ECU, the turbo, everything is all hooked up. So now I got to fix my exhaust leak. And yeah, I didn't film the last like week because I was trying to figure out why the car was running so rich. It didn't make any sense to me, but all it was the map sensor was unplugged. I wasn't getting a light for the map sensor because the fuel cut defender was cheating the map, but they need to work together. So once the map sensor is plugged back in, the fuel cut defender is back in, it's all good. So that's the IS200 turbo intercooler piping routing. So if you want to have a look at that, I'll try and get a good shot of it. So we have the max speeding rods universal intercooler, the cheapest one I got, and then I got the max speeding rods intercooler kit. I put this together because I lost a few pieces. I lost this 90 when I took the engine out somewhere, but I don't know where the fuck it is. And I had to get this because the TO4E, the charge outlet pipe, when the turbo was sitting at 45 degrees ish, was going straight down into this, but the GT28, when it's sitting at 45 degrees, the charge pipe is pointing towards the block, and that's literally going to go into there. I'm going to have to play around with the angle of this. It's going to take some finagling like that somehow, but yeah, it's going to go in here. This is a 90 into a 90 silicone into this U shape, and we got the max speeding rods intercooler, and then we got another U into another 90 which goes up into a straight piece which I cut shorter. This is really long straight piece, I cut it shorter, and then I had to buy this actually. This is at 45 degrees, and then it came with this 45 degree pipe, and then there is the inlet for the throttle body. So that's it. This is also just drilled into this, and I drill a hole small enough so this from the factory airbox pops right in, then that, and I ran just 2 zip ties around it to make sure it wouldn't pop out. And yeah, it's pretty simple. And I just have these gone to my local hardware store, and I got one of these brackets. I actually should get probably some sturdier ones, but it doesn't move, and with it tucked up here and kind of back, I actually had to do zero cutting to the bumper to make it fit. So that's actually all the T-bolt clamps on. Some of them, they sent me 71mm max, or I probably ordered the wrong ones, but I kind of need 75s like these ones. But like once they go on, they were on, but it's kind of awkward. And so yeah, so I just need my manifold, my turbo, I got my oil lines, I got all that sorted out, if I figured out wire out, and yeah. I think I'm going to try the car on a fuel cut defender. I'm really tempted to just put a 5 psi spring, so that's like 0.3 bar, because I'm really quite nervous, because the more research I've done, the previous turbo I had, the TO4E, was basically NA up to like 4,500 revs, 5,000 revs when that thing started spooling, and all the power is up at the top, which isn't bad. Like for drifting, I'll just leave it in second gear, but if she came out of boost, like, and I had grippy tires, it was all over. But it really did work with the stock ECU. There was no problems with the pistons. I took them out. There was no detonation on the pistons. I don't know about the rods. There might be some weakness in the rods. But yeah, I'm quite tempted just to run the 5 psi spring with the stock ECU to kind of see how it is. I really want to get excited about this. I got a load of plans in my mind for the 1G. I was talking to this dude from Poland, Christoph, I think his name is. He sells rods and pistons for a 1GFE. Just think about doing that with the standalone and some juicy injectors and a boost controller, I'm guessing. And I could definitely run some serious power, but at the same time, how it previously was set up, the car was very laggy, very unresponsive. Off the line at Mondello, it really broke my heart. That was like the seal of the deal, that it was over. Because in first gear, when the guy was like flagging me on, that dude, I don't know his name, he's a legend, I floor it, and then the guy's like, come the fuck on. I'm like, dude, the boost is coming. I'm like, dude, this is sad, man. We're in first gear, and there was like a dead spot from like 1000 RPM to like 2000 RPM. It was just like nothing. Then it would go, like, it was fine. I think with completely stock engine and the standalone ECU, I think I can make all right power, and it's going to be completely different. It's going to feel so much better, and maybe I don't need to chase 300, 400 horsepower, but maybe down the line.